Jesus Christ. What is up, guys? Give me 1 second, I'll get all hooked up. Just give me 1 second. I didn't mean to go to that. I meant to go to this. Oh. Well. Not bad. I didn't mean to go to that either. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna put my stuff away. God, I feel like I haven't played this in fucking forever, man. I gotta start playing. Alright, so let's go buy those. I swear there's so many people in my park that fucking like have just really loud engines just for the fuck of it, and they don't care. Like, at all. Alright, let's buy these, let's go buy more stabs, because I keep on forgetting to do this, because I must say I make it at least like 50k each time I do it. Oh, I climbed the stabs, my bad. Right, 15 each kind of thing for 7k each. Yes. I can't remember how much they actually are. Let's see. Yeah, it's about a K each. Not much money, but it's still something. Let's sell these up. Oh. I mean, it's not much money. I still made about 13k. It's not bad. Let's go farming. And buy my. Oh, I gotta buy those seeds too. So these seeds right here. Let's buy some more seeds. Let's buy some. Pretty sure I'll be able to buy some new seeds to get that out of the way. I can buy them for less, so I just bought one for 24k. $25k, and I just bought one for 24k. Let's try 24k. How much should I buy that for again? Yeah, right there, 24k. Exactly 24k. So let's buy them all. All that I can. So I'm gonna sell them for 26. $24 mil, it's not gonna happen. Let's do 400. Let's see if they even sell first. Bought one. Just want to see if any of them sell. I probably will do some Red Dead. I just wanted to take a break from it. I didn't play it today Because I kind of do want to get the, like... 1 second. Is the music too loud? Look, the music's too loud. I'll do 24-2. Pretty sure if I could buy it for that, let's do 24-2. 1 second, homeboy. There we go, cool. I already got some over there. So I do want to do fucking Red Dead, but the only problem is, like I was saying before, is I don't want to, like, burn myself out and playing, like, completely the entire time of, like, Red Dead. I want to mix it up. RuneScape's always been my go-to, so I'm probably going to do a mixture of both. I don't want to... I've learned my lesson of fucking, like, not trying to split it between, like, so many different games, like Minecraft and this and this. So what I'm going to do is just fucking do, like... Even the Red Dead videos aren't working, but one of the lives are. So I'm going to see how this one does and just do a live RuneScape, because RuneScape's been always my go-to of how-tos and everything. So anyway, the point is, I'm going to do some lives of RuneScape and then see how they go. And then I'll probably do, like, Red Dead, freaking probably this Sunday. Today is Sunday. Today's Sunday, so I'll probably do it, like, Thursday. I'm going to start doing it, like, after I get off work, because, like, an hour a day. I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so what was I doing? I was buying more seeds, and then I was going to get, I'm only gonna need like 5k. Let's go do my farm run. So, seeds, get my Raynar. Am I doing Raynars? I can't remember if I was making money off Raynars. Am I making money off Raynars? Raynar seed, 31k. Nah, dude, I'm not making money off Raynars. I was doing it for the XP. That's what I was doing. I was doing it for the XP. So I think I'm gonna go back to Cat9 seeds. Damn it. Dude, even Cat9 seeds aren't making that much. You still have to get 2 seeds to even get the money back. But which one's making money then? Toadflax? Toadflax? Toadflax are making money. I usually get about 3k off each seed, so I'm trying to debate which one I want to do. Because Toadflax immediately are money. That's already making it literally, what, 2k off each one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm already making 10k off each one. Well, I'm trying to debate which one I want to do. Because Toadflax immediately... Because I get 5 for each one, so 5 thinking about. Trying to do the math in my head right now. 1 second. So 3.6k, 3.6, 5.2 times usually about 5. 5 is usually the average, so minus basically 8k. So I make it still about 10k a piece. Yeah, it still seems like Cat9s are the best. So I'll stick with the Cat9s. I don't know why I switched. I think it's because the XP. Because if I did Raynars... So again, 7 times 5 is 35k. I'm only making 35k off that. I'm not, I mean, at max, I shouldn't say at max, but like minimum I'm getting 5, so that's only 4k a piece. So let's stick with the cat 9s. I don't know why I switched. Come on, bro. How you doing today, though? I'm doing alright. I didn't answer your question. I'm doing alright. I've been, man. I've been. I actually got some good news. I'm just waiting for some things to happen, but I actually got some good news. 132. Can I get more? I'm debating if I should, like, wait and then do this again. I'm waiting. I'm debating if I should just go and try to do more, but, like, up to 24-4. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it. I'll up it to 24-4. What is it? UCs. Yeah, I know. No, it's because, okay, so I'm really sorry for what I did last time, but I didn't realize, I completely forgot about that, how I ended the stream last time, and I'm really sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. So what happened was fucking, like, I was already streaming Red Dead, and I was in the middle of a mission, and I didn't recognize, so I'm not saying we were in a bad mood or anything like that, but, like, we were talking and fucking, like, I didn't know she was already on her way here. I had no idea, so I didn't even have time to fucking say anything to do that, and basically, like, she said that she wanted me to get stuff done before she got here. So, anyways, what I'm saying is that, like, I was in the middle of the stream, and I was starting up a mission in the middle of the mission, maybe, like, a minute in, and I went to go do it, and then she texted me saying, like, hey, I'm in the beta in 2 minutes. And, like, something happened to her, fucking, I think she said, like, make sure this is clean or make sure this is done, so that's why I had to end it right there. I was already in a bad mood because I didn't know how long ago. She didn't tell me, usually she tells me, like, hey, I'm 2 minutes away or I'm on my way. She didn't say anything about that. So I had to just go. So I'm sorry for cutting it off, I just got a little mad. I do apologize for that, though, I'm sorry. Because usually she does tell me. So again, I am sorry. I really did not mean to do that. Yeah, a lot to say, I'm sorry. Alright, 25k. There, that's still making money. I personally don't like doing that. I don't like leaving right off the back and doing that stuff. I feel like it's really rude, and I'm really, really sorry about that. I never meant to do that. Fuck the strawberry seeds, I'll do the jute seeds. Anyways, how you been, man? I know it's been a minute since I played. Like I said, I would have done, like, this week wind up being just a really hectic week. Or I should say the last couple days, because normally I stream on Thursday to come in. I usually do stream on Thursdays. But this last Thursday, dude, I had to fucking, like, it was me and her talking back and forth because I was trying to help her with her brakes, because apparently her brakes were going out, and I kept on telling her, like, you need to get your brakes fixed, you need to get your brake fixed. So she was trying to debate if, like, we were trying to find a time where her dad's friend could come out there and fix it. So he was going to fix it. But the problem was that, like, it's more of those instances where you make a plan for it, and then next thing you know, like, you go do it, and then he calls off and does something different. Or he doesn't have time to do it for, like, those 2 days. And I offered to fix it already, so basically that happened. So we had to wait 3 days for him to actually come, for us to go out there and do that. So basically, I had to switch cars with her for me to drive out there, because the day that we did it, I had the day off, but she had an interview or, like, an orientation for her job. So it wound up being, like, the time wasn't right. So on my day off, I had to go out there at fucking 9 o'clock in the morning to make sure that her brakes were fixed, come back. And then that's when, like, I think that's when I started streaming a little bit, and I was playing it, and then she said she was on her way here, and she didn't have time to fucking switch or anything, so I had to do all that stuff, and then I went to go start her car back up, and then the battery died. So, yeah. Apparently she yelled at me for fucking, like, the lights not working and this and this, when it wind up in reality that the battery really did die. She had to get another battery. So that's partially what happened with the whole entire thing. The battery fucking died, so she had to, after her orientation was done, when we were done and everything, she texted her mom to go out there, in the mix of being mad at me, she had to get her mom to go out to Walmart to buy her another battery to come back over here, and throughout the entire fucking day, was fixing brakes and then fixing a battery. So it took me, we hung out here for a little bit, drove on a little bit, but then I had to get her battery fixed, so I spent about a good hour, about an hour, going out there and fixing it. It was more the calling places, and then talking about fucking, like, how are we gonna fix her battery, if she's gonna have her friend fix her battery, this. So, yeah, that's, you can already tell in that those couple days, it just wind up being a hectic couple days. That normally doesn't happen. That normally does not happen. Okay, so I'm losing track. Okay, so 3 seeds. 3 seeds that, what else am I missing? Teleport tabs. Teleport tabs, and then we got... I forgot to go out there and make money on fucking fishing. I completely forgot about that, the Geldro. Because I'm pretty sure I can make more money off that than fucking woodcutting. But I mean, like, I wanted to woodcut to fucking get my 99. I was trying to make some money in the meantime. But maybe I should just stick with fucking antiques in this, because I feel like that would make more. I don't want to be mean, but every time you look, like, talk about her, it's like you're complaining. I understand. No, it's just, okay. It may seem like that, and I'm sorry. It's just because, like, I shouldn't bring up the bad times and the arguments that we have in those senses, because we have a lot more good times than bad times. It only seems like that from the word that the word that I'm saying. And I apologize for that. I don't mean to make it sound like she's a bad girl or anything like that. She's not a bad girl. She just has fucking, like, things that happen to her that fucking they're not underneath her control, and she tries to get everything fixed, and it winds up putting it on me, and then I have to go out there and fix it. So, the only thing I would say to complain about is that the fucking door dashing. I don't want to door dash every single day. And she knows this. So I've already talked to her about that. So I don't mean to do that, it's just, like, I guess that's one on my mind at a time, but I'll stop that. Shouldn't be meaning it like that. What am I carrying? I don't carry anything. Alright, so what am I missing? I got my seeds, my teleport tab. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? Biomass compost. Chronicle to go over there. I'm probably gonna need fucking, like, I don't know, I got 18 things left, so let's get on that. I got a shave too. You see that shit? I got a shave too. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? I really feel like I'm missing something, but I don't see what I'm missing. I swear I'm gonna go out there and do something, and then it's gonna be like that. I do need to get a remote started there. Let's sell this guy. Anyways, how's your day going, bro? Instead of, like, I'm hearing about me, just how's your day going, bro? Okay, so we're good. We're good. I think it usually is 10 slots. Once I have 10 slots, it's usually fine. So let's stick with that. So let's go here first. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? I swear, I feel like I'm missing something. Take off this hoodie though. It's fucking hot, man. Oh. No, I just kind of want to do something new. Besides for fucking, like, coming to this, I feel like if I do lives with this and just kind of explain my life and like, I mean, I watched this. I don't know if you guys watch this or watch this guy, but there's if you guys were interested in watching it, obviously he does RuneScape videos and he talks about it, but like he does talk about his life in general. But his name is Nightmare RH, and it's one guy that I've been really watching. And he used to stream and do videos, fucking like I want to say at least like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, and he went to the army and then came back. He got deployed and all that stuff. He was recruited for 2 times. He went to Germany, he went to Europe. I think he went to one more continent or one more state. And he came back and he's basically getting himself like a comeback. Not necessarily a comeback, he doesn't call it a comeback, he calls it fucking like coming back to fucking like get his old fucking analytics back. But like he's explaining all the RuneScape updates and he's explaining all the fucking all of his experiences of being out in the army. So I mean, if you guys are interested in fucking like army and this, then like tells a lot of experiences, especially 5 years, man. Shit, it's a lot of time being out in the fucking army, man. Me personally, I couldn't do that. I could not do that. Give me 1 second. I'm getting myself a fucking drink real quick. Never heard of him? I gotcha. Hey. No, it's understandable. Unless you're like a RuneScape goat, or a RuneScape, like, I should say, RuneScape fanatic and like RuneScape content, then you probably wouldn't have heard of him. He's a guy that fucking likes, so for instance, I think pretty sure you would like him in like the old days. Like you may not like him now because fucking all he talks about is RuneScape and his life. In a sense, you might like the life, and like you might not understand the updates and all the stuff that he talks about because he talks about the past compared to now. But what was I gonna say? Is that he he used to how he blew up on YouTube is fucking he'd go out there and try to kill people in the wilderness or kill people in RuneScape, and then he wasn't the best PKer, just like me. I'm not the best PKer either, but he'd go out there and try to kill people in the wilderness, and he would die. And like when he died, first off, he was a fucking massive skiller, man. He skilled 10 times more than I do, and you guys see me skill all day fucking long. But most time, like he had a time because he built up and fucking actually made like money off YouTube and did all that stuff. Anyway, the point that I'm getting at is that so he would die and freaking he would make videos of himself freaking like destroying his laptop, destroying his fucking keyboards, destroying fucking anything, because you go out there and buy it and then put it out there and then fucking like smash it. He would literally have a video of him dying and then fucking going like fuck RuneScape and fucking and beating his fucking like his desktop with a fucking bat. So he started getting like definitely some traction off that. That's how I know him from, and he's really loud. He's not as loud as he used to be, but he used to be a hell of a lot louder. But still, like he'd be like fuck RuneScape, blah blah blah. He's really fucking funny though. He's really fucking funny. But yeah, his name is Nightmare RH. He's a really funny guy. And he's really got a lot of wisdom. He's got a fucking, like, obviously this RuneScape too, but like, he's been through a lot of life too. I mean, he's been in the military, so he's got like a lot more experience in life than I do, because he's traveled and traveled and traveled. I haven't even traveled that much. Do I want to travel? Yes. Am I probably gonna travel? I mean, yes, I would like to when I get enough money to do everything. But have I traveled? No. The only time I've ever traveled was when I went to Florida once for a wedding, and then I went to I guess if you can consider Tennessee or Ohio, because I have gone to both of those. Dude, stop. Fuck that. I've been to Tennessee and Ohio. That's the only ones I've really been to. And I always say that Tennessee's fucking like the worst fucking one. Or not Tennessee, sorry, Ohio. They always say Ohio has the worst cops and all that stuff. I don't know, you guys get... I don't even know, man. I know my grandpa always bitched about them. I swear, whenever we went through fucking Ohio, he's like, alright, man, now we're gonna be dealing with this shit. All the cops, I see fucking like on the interstate and everything like that, he'd look over and see the fucking cops like right there, and he's like, man, fuck that cop. Funny guy. But yeah, have I traveled? No. Do I want to travel? Yes. I would want to go to California. I would want to go to Florida. Uh, Maybe New York, Tennessee, definitely again. I would definitely, if I had the money and the time, I would go out of continent or off the continent and go to another continent to fly out there. Okay, I should say this. I've never been out of continent. I've never been off the continent. I've always stayed in the continent. Never been past the U.S. Never. You've been to UK and now Poland? Nice. Anywhere outside your vicinity or just that? Because I feel like, okay, this isn't, I'm not trying to sound like mean or anything like that, but I feel like it's like, you've experienced a little, like, compared to the US, because, I mean, like, obviously yeah, you're right, America is expensive. I feel like you've experienced, like, a little bit different lifestyle, because I know your schooling is a little different, so I'm pretty sure, like, the lifestyle there is different. Because I know you told me that when you go to college and this, like, you start off college and, like, high school, and you're already starting college classes and this, and it's not, you said it's not necessarily like college classes, it's more like you just, like, that's what you're intended to do and required to do. As in, like, didn't you say something about, like, you're in your class for high school, but then, like, you're required to do college, or, like, I feel like that's a good idea, man. I feel like we should do something like that. I think we are trying to do something like that. It just got to get all the school systems together to actually come up with that. I think it's like smaller, trade school. The different schoolings are doing something, like some schools are doing that, some schools are not. I feel like it's obviously got to be the money because the government's got the president, not president, but the government's got to be able to pitch in to actually do that, to help to do all that. But I really, really, really think that would be a great idea for us. It'd be a great fucking idea for us. Because the way our things going nowadays, like, to get yourself from fucking here to there, it would help them for the future to get themselves into an actual trade out there. Because most people, when you go out there for a new job, and this is realistic too, because I've had plenty of people to fucking deal with that. Where, like, they're sitting there and they're going out there trying to get their first job, but they have no experience in anything. I didn't have any experience when I started. I went out there. You know what I did? I went out there and fucking put an application, put it out there, and it's like you have to. If you, it's more like, how do I explain it? It's more like, how do I explain it? That's only schools you need to finish, right? How do I explain it? I'm trying to think of how to explain it. I forgot where I can't pronounce that name. I don't know, it took me. Let's go to the NL one. But, I know when I was younger and I went to go try, I was like 21, 22, and I went to go start my first job and do all that stuff. I didn't have any experience in anything. The only type of experience that I really had was fucking, like, I worked at Kroger for a little bit for a midnight stock. So I mean, obviously you don't really need that. You don't need fucking experience in any of that. All you have to do is take shit, put it on a shelf. But, that's all I had for experience besides for fucking, like, I worked for a guy under the table to fucking do, like, ripping out cords for junking metal and, like, doing, what's called scrapping. Couldn't think of the name of it, scrapping. And I wind up going back to the same thing to help him with his cerebral palsy. So I took care of him and, like, was a caregiver after a while for that too. But I was doing that at the same time working Caesars. I was working Caesars at that time the entire time. I may have quit for a couple times to work at a factory and then work at different pizza places and then another, like, 2 other factories, but most of the time I was always at Caesars. That was always my fucking go-to. and I started off at $7.95. The point that I'm getting at is the fact that, like, when I first started, I didn't have fucking experience or at all for anything. Where, like, I feel like if you're in the trade and doing all this stuff, and I teach you in different trades to find out which ones you actually like, it'll help you in the real world to get yourself out there to where you can actually go to whatever trade you're in to work on that. Or you can be like, all right, well, I've already worked for a little bit. I may not have worked, but I mean, unless then you said they're not paying you, so it's like you still have the experience even though you're not getting paid for that. But I still think it's a great idea to do that. I still think it's a great idea. Because me personally, the only thing I really regret in that sense would be taking mechanics. I really wish I took some mechanics and learned about cars. Because honestly, that's what me and Kendall were talking about, saying like, I went to go fix her battery, and then I offered to fix her brakes, and I already knew how to do them. I already off the back knew how to do them. And her mom wouldn't let me. Her mom wanted her fucking dad's friend because he's a professional mechanic and this and this. I'm like, alright, I get that. I can do my own brakes, and I can do different things, so I'm like, I every single time I work on a car, I love working on it. So, we do have, but we do have trade school here, but we don't have fucking, like, unless I didn't know about it, we have trade schools, but it's not like, they're not in, he's talking about it, okay, unless I'm talking about a different sense. I'm thinking he's talking about, like, as in, like, the same school. We don't have it in the same school. We have electives. Does that make sense? We have electives. We have electives to work on different things, sure. But, like, they're not, like, plumbing and fucking electricity and fucking, like, DTE and fucking, like, what's it called? Like, oh my god, what's that one? Construction. Like, we don't have any of those classes where you go into it and actually work on that. Like, hands-on for that. We don't have any of that. We have mechanics. We have we have woodworking. We have, I'm trying to think what else we have. We have computer graphics, because I took in computer graphics. We have, there's like 6 other things, but like they're not like the hands-on training for that. We have, I mean, unless it's different from what I know, I didn't know of any trade school. We go to them, but they're not really considered like trade schools. So for me, they're more like getting your basics out of the way, and then you can go work on that in the middle while being in high school, but you have to choose to do it. You're not required to do it. Because I know my ex, that's what she did. My ex, like, her parents really wanted her to get herself into that one, so that's what she did. She got her basics done by the time she was a sophomore. And then she was entered into some of the electives by the time she got into like 11th grade. She already had like 1 or 2 credits of college in. And I feel like if you're smart and people are like, the parent, that's what I'm gonna do for my kid. That's definitely what I'm gonna do for my kid. I'm like, make sure you get this stuff done. I don't care what you do, graduate from high school. You got to get yourself into a trade. Get yourself into some sort of trade. Because I wish personally that my parents and my grandparents and all that stuff when I was in high school, that they would have helped me into doing something with that to learn that. But they didn't think of anything like that. Our trade schools are probably. When, bro? When? What's up, Santa? How you doing today? Yeah, carpentry, mechanic, baker. Yes, we do, because we have culinary, but, like, culinary isn't, like... We have construction, but that's not in school. I think we're talking about 2 different concepts, bro, because when you're just talking about trade schools and that, I don't know of any trade schools that you can do that while you're in school. I don't personally know that. We don't have carpentry. We have mechanics, yes, but it's an elective. We have culinary, which is a baker. We have that as an elective. And construction, we don't have. We have construction, but that's like you have to get yourself into it after high school. You can get into fucking, as long as you know somebody. Most time it's just knowing somebody. But, what was I gonna say? Is that, unless it's different for me, I don't know of any fucking, like, trade school that'll allow us to go into it. It's more of like a... Yeah, we don't have electric. I think we may have a fucking, like, what's called a class for it to do that, like an elective. We have electives. That's what they're called. Like, you go in there and you do your whole entire schedule right there. You do all your fucking, like, English 12, I don't know, fucking like history 12, all 12. And then you get like, you have that for 4 classes for your 4 main parts, and then you get to pick 2 electives. I picked the gym. I usually pick the gym and then fucking like something else like, what did I pick? A gym and fucking, I don't think it was a math class. I think what I picked was gym and, what else was I picking? What else did I fucking pick? What else did I pick? Gym and something else. I remember the second one. I can't remember the fucking second one I picked. The 2 ones that I was mainly like interested in when I went for it, because I remember I took one that was financial management. I did take financial management, but I fucking sucked at that shit. But no, man. I mean, like, I guess it's different from when I was in school, because I know we may have trade schools now that we're like, and that I'm older, and like they're trying to figure out how to do all that stuff. But I know I didn't. Shit, sorry. I know we didn't. Sorry, I just want to see something. Jesus. Alright, so what did you say? Construction, we have electric. We chose what you want after primary, straight after. That's what I'm saying, straight after. That's what I'm saying. Where us, we didn't have that. You're making it seem like during the actual school, like you were able, like they kind of forced you into fucking like doing this as a trade, and then like not getting paid for it, but still getting the experience and hands-on to working on something is what I'm taking it from. And you chose what you wanted in that sense. We didn't like have the opportunity for that. We had electives to pick like a certain amount of like ones that we wanted to do, because that was just more of like, all right, what's your, obviously it was like when you got into that, it was like, all right, what's your interest? They wanted to know your interests. So when you went to go work on that stuff, it was like, all right, well, here's your schedule for this, but then you pick what you want for this one, and then here's a fucking catalog of what you wanted to do. We didn't have, or that's what we had. That's where I'm getting confused when Noob's saying we had a trade school. I don't remember us having like some sort of trade school unless it's like a more recent thing. It had to have been in the last like fucking 8 years then, because I didn't have that when I was in school. I didn't have anything close to that. I had a fucking like a community college. That's what they call it. They called it the community college. Yes, we have that where we work for money. That's what I'm saying. You have that, and I wish that we had that, especially when I was in school, because that would have helped me out in fucking like the real world like a lot now. Like I work for no money because it's school, right? But still, you're still getting experience for something we had. You know what I mean? You still have, you're getting experience, but it doesn't matter if you're making money. If you're working, it's like basically they're teaching you discipline, and they're teaching you fucking like how the real world works. Is what I'm saying. That's what they're teaching you. They're teaching you how the real world works. We've had them for a while. You finish school, and you can enroll into a trade at 17. Okay, then apparently I didn't know that. What's that I'm saying? Right there, what you're saying right there. We had them for a while. You finish school, and you can enroll into a trade at 17. You finish school. That's what I'm saying. He's talking, okay, this is where I'm getting confused at, because what I'm looking at is that Panther's talking about is in, like, inside the school, fucking, like, 10th or 11th grade. You're saying after school ends to go in when you're graduating from 17, because you already have those college classes to go into that. I meaning is in the process of in school, and you're a sophomore or a junior. I didn't have that. I've never heard someone come up and be like, hey, guess what? I'm going into a trade and I'm working on this. None of my friends, I'm not saying I knew a lot of people, but like not one person has came up to me and said, hey man, I'm going to a trade school. I'm going to this and I'm working on this and I'm a sophomore. Like I got these classes. I've heard of AP classes. I don't know if you heard about that. AP, because it shows better up on a college credit for fucking just because you have a harder class. I never knew why. I mean, to me, I didn't think an AP class really made a difference. AP compared to this, just because you wanted to challenge yourself. Just because you wanted to challenge yourself, and I get that. I've had three or four different friends that were in AP class, and they took as many as they could, and I get that. And it probably worked on them and fucking like helped them into fucking like the whatever job they're going for the college out there. Might see them as like an AP on their fucking on the resume, so then they're like, all right, well this guy's actually trying and actually working on something, so he's a hard worker, so he's fine. You'll be 17 when you finish school. I got you. But I'm saying is that like, okay. I think we're getting confused. I think we're getting into like two different concepts of what we're getting at. What I'm saying is when you're 15, 16, when you were a sophomore, were you in those trade schools? Well, it's 17, but I think you can go in at a younger age with a parent's consent. Yeah, because my ex fucking did that. My ex was 15, 16, and she was able to do that. Sorry, I shouldn't say 15, 16. She was 16. She was 16. And her parents were like, alright, you can go work on this. So that's what she did. But by the time but what I'm saying is that, like, it's not like she came up and said that she's working on fucking something for her career. It was more of like she was trying to get college out of the way, her starter classes, so that way by the time she got into 11th or 12th grade or graduated, she was able to get herself more into what she actually wanted to get into, because you obviously have to get your starters out of the way, whatever the fuck you want to call it, starters. That's what they told me. I went to they had an opportunity of going to 3 different community colleges, and I didn't feel right going to them. I did not feel right going to them. But that's just me. Maybe it is different when I was in school. Obviously, again, it's been 10 years, so, I mean, well, it's been, like, I graduated in 12, so literally 12 years right now. 12 years, yeah. It's a long time, man. I started Caesars at fucking at 12, like around 13. Here after primary, you go straight to any trade you want, right? But that's what I'm saying. You're calling it primary, and then you go into a trade what you want, because, I mean, like, here's a question for you. I already asked one question or two questions. When you're a sophomore, do you consider sophomore 10th grade? Let's go into that first. Do you consider a sophomore 10th grade? Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. 4 grades for us. Elementary school, from kindergarten or preschool all the way to you could start preschool before even fucking our pre-K, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You could start preschool at I want to say like 4 or 5 years old, and then you started kindergarten by 5 or 6. I started at 6, and then you go from kindergarten all the way to 6th for us, and then for it, obviously in that, like, those 4 grades, so a mixture, because some schools do 6th to 8th in middle school, or some schools do 7th to 9th, and then usually it's 9th to 12th or 10th to 12th for high school. But that's what I'm saying. You don't have that. So that's why I was trying to make sure it was decipher like what we're talking about here, to make sure we're on the same page. Because we have a freshman, we have sophomore. Freshman 9th, sophomore 10th, junior 11th, and senior 12th. That's all of our grades. That's how we were able to distinguish when we came in there, and you're like, what are you? Like, all right. Because obviously the teachers are going to know, but the principal's not. If you come in there and like, what are you? Oh, I'm a junior. All right, cool. You have another year left. Or 2 years left. You go from kindergarten to year 8 in primary and trade. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm kind of getting at, of saying, like, you guys have a completely different fucking, like, schooling system than we do. Because we have a pre-K kindergarten, like I said. And then from year 8, you have a primary school. We don't have primary school. We just have elementary, is what it's called. Elementary, middle school, and high school. What we have. We don't have primary or trades. 8-year primary and then 3 trade. Gotcha. So you only have 2 schools. You have primary over to there, and then you have the 3 trade. And you're in a trade right now. See, that makes more sense. I mean, I feel like we should do something like that. I'm telling you, I feel like when you get into high school, or like you're in your idea of trade, when you get in your trade, they should be teaching you something to fucking get into your actual like trade of that. I gotta teleport back. God damn it! I gotta go out there and buy some compost. It's gonna cost me a couple of hundred. But see, that's what I'm getting at. The whole entire point of this conversation is that I wish we had that. Right. We don't really go further. Once we're out of high school, it's a straight college, and you can do college for whatever trade you actually want to go into. So you say you have enough of school right now, but it's like you want, even though you hate school, or like if you're not liking school in this sense right now because you're young, you're gonna want it when you get older because you don't want to get yourself stuck in a 9-to-5. Even though you're gonna want it, not saying stuck in as in the job wise, you don't want to get yourself stuck in a job wise 9-to-5. People obviously like the fucking 9-to-5 coming in and working a 9-to-5. That's fine. Which one is it? Is it altar compost or is it? Let me see a compost. Super compost or altar compost? Oh, it is altar compost. Compost. Well, after high school over here, you do trade school and then college, then just. See, that's what I'm saying. I've never heard someone say trade school. I've always heard them saying community college. We're not that far apart, bro. So I don't know. We gotta be like in the same vicinity unless they changed it within the freaking like not even a state away. Okay, maybe I just didn't know about it. Maybe we had trade school and I just didn't know about it. I've never heard of trade school. I've heard of trade school, but I'm saying like I was always told community college. God, man. Can you buy it, really? I've been in England school years since 1 till 5, and here finished primary school from 1 to 8. Now I'm starting my 3rd. Right. One second. I'm losing. I gotta put that in the fucking ballast compost. There we go. I can't buy any more seeds because they're not selling. So goodbye to that. Unless I go for less. I mean, I only got 100 and something. I swear you can only buy them so much. I've got to give myself another one of those. Get myself out there again. Your final. No, I got you, man. What I was told, so obviously, like I said, kindergarten to 8th, or kindergarten to 6th. Then you go into middle school. They don't tell you, I mean, they mention college, but they're not really worried about college in high school. It's not really I mean, it is a thing, but it's not a thing. And then once you get into like 9th grade, which is our freshman, that's when they start mentioning college to you. Nothing trade school, none of this. Like when I was told I wanted to fucking like go do my schedules and this, they said like, all right, well, do you want to start? They start more mentioning it in 10th because obviously you only have 2 years left, so they want you to like put that in mind of college. Even though when I was like, all right, well, I want to get my classes done out of the way, they were only asking if I wanted to do it in that sense. But then like some people get like scholarships where you don't have to pay for anything; they just send you right to where you want to go. and then you're able to do like those college classes in like your in your 10th or 11th grade. Because like I said, she was in 11th, I think. She was in 10th or 11th, and she was working on college classes. And by the time she was a senior, she already got into her sophomore year of college, where she got her community and all that stuff out of the way. It gets you a little faster to where you can graduate from high school even younger age and then do that. So, I guess that's what I'm getting at. I'm saying that fucking like I wasn't mentioned to college until 10th or 11th grade because obviously it's more like the interest. If you don't have an interest to going into it, then they're like, all right, well, then why are we talking about it? They want to talk about something else because you're talking to everyone had a counselor. We had counselors. And when you ask them and they say, well, what do we think about college? And you're like, oh, I'm not even thinking about that because they ask, like, what are you thinking about doing with your life? Like, what do you want to do? And at that point, I was like, I kind of sat there going, like, I don't know. I didn't know. I had no clue. I had no clue what the fuck I wanted to do. Maybe that's the reason why. I had one or two counselors throughout high school, so like when I did that, they probably didn't mention it because I didn't have an interest in it or I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. Still don't know what I want to do. Alright, so oh, fuck. I just wasted a fucking teletab, oh well. I didn't mean to go there. I don't know, man. When it comes to schooling and all this stuff, like, I never knew, man. I was bad in school. I always have been bad in school. I'm bad at tests, bad at schoolwork. I was always bad at that stuff. Hey, man, if you like carpentry, then go for it, man. Don't anybody tell you you're not gonna go. I mean, if you like going in there, you like mechanics, you like fucking working on electricity, you like working on fucking caregiving, there's plenty of jobs out there for it. It's like, the whole entire point that I was getting at is the fact that, like, I think it's a good idea of having that stuff like, by the time you're like in that thing, but like what I'm saying, the whole entire point that I was getting at is they don't give you a big option of it that or community college because they want you to start your starters. They're not gonna fucking have you work on carpentry and all that stuff here. They're not gonna have you doing construction or plumbing and all that stuff when you're in 10th grade for experience to get yourself out in the real world to actually do it, where if you went out there and applied for it, you have no experience going into it. They're kind of just like shooting a shot in the blind. Since you're going into that, my wood's been making this creaking noise. Hey, so is my house. I forget my my apartment complex like that too. It's kind of an older, so you'd have to like break apart all the fucking this and then go underneath the wood in here because it creaks. But that's what I'm saying. The whole entire conversation, the whole entire point that I was getting at is when we're in 10th or 11th grade, sure, we can go into trade school or we can go into college, but they're not going to give you the hands-on experience of what the actual, like, people are doing. They're not going to go out there and have you do construction in 10th grade. They're not going to have you go out there and do electricity or fucking, like, construction or plumbing or fucking, like, a firefighter. They're not having any of those kind of trades in there. That's the whole entire point that I'm getting at. You don't do that until you get out of high school. And I swear it would change a lot of people's lives if they did that when people were in 10th or 11th grade to give them more hands-on work. The only one that I know of is mechanics. Mechanics and culture. Mechanics and fucking culinary. Culinary. I couldn't remember the name of it. Culinary. That's the only thing. Done with primary, then you go to trade, finish, boom, work right, get hands-on experience. That's what I'm saying. And I wish we did that, but we don't. That's all I was getting at. We don't do that. I think I already did this one, but I'm going to it anyways. Because nowadays, like when you go into this, like if we had that in the older days, now it's like you have to go out there and spend a shit ton of money to get yourself into whatever the fuck you want to get into. If you want to get yourself, if you're like thinking about doing mechanics, if you're thinking about being a plumber, if you're thinking about being a fucking like a construction worker, or fucking being like something else in the trades, or like nursing or something, that's the trades for us. We have like 6 different main trades, especially ones that fucking like what's called the ones that are are never gonna go away. If you mess up someone's order or like something, they don't really care a lot. I mean, for fast food, they do and they don't. I mean, I feel like people have to give fast food people more of a fucking like a thing because I'm not saying it's hard, but like you have to deal with the fucking people like yelling at you because you messed up an order, and it's like, brah, it's a fucking burger. Just like I'll remake it for you, and then people get, I told you this, I did that. Like you're the worst person ever. You need to go back to high school. This, you don't know math. It's like, first off, chill your balls. You're at a fucking Taco Bell, or you're at a Burger King. I can just remake the fucking thing for you. Just wait an extra 10 minutes, and I can make it for you. It's not that fucking hard. It's really not that fucking hard. But people make it more complicated than it actually has to be. I've dealt with it plenty of fucking times. And people like will ridicule them and yell at them and do all this stuff for that, and they don't understand that people do have to go through some hard time. It's like, oh, we'll go out there and do this job, and you'll know what fucking pain is. Like, alright, well, I'm not out there. I'm a fucking kid, so I'm trying to get a job experience to get myself out there while I'm doing fucking classes here to go out there and do that. Think about it, dumbass. Think about it. Didn't say that to the people, but like sometimes you really do want to fucking say that. You really want to go over there and fucking like punch them in the face because you're working at college classes as you're doing it. But they don't care. They just want their shit right. They know you don't know how to do crap, so you mess up. It's not your problem. Exactly. Just like price changes, man. You know how many times I've gotten yelled at fucking like because the price changed? Alright, sir, let me go on here. Let me fucking like, let me knock that down $1 for you. Let me knock it. There you go. There's an extra. Nah, man. Your boss be right behind you. Boss be like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, I'm making this guy making an extra like $1 less because he wants to do that. No. Your boss would laugh in your face, be like, no. You're not making a choice between. No, you're not making a choice of fucking making $1 less. That's not your decision. Well, he fucked up my order, so he has to give me a discount on that shit. It's like, bruh. Right. But still, as in you're going to that, then they will expect something. In your country, that's how they do it. We don't do it over here. We can't do it. I wish we did, but we don't. I think it's the last one. Did I already go here? No, I did not. There's only 3 things that I've actually wanted to do, and I haven't actually gone into it to be education in America is bad. You're right. You're right. Oh yeah, you're definitely right. Because they don't. I mean, I'm not saying they don't care. They just don't know how to think to fucking like process the whole entire thing to put themselves into thinking of the future. You have to take a class to learn about that stuff, unless your parents or whoever the fuck it is. And if they don't have parents, then they're not gonna know. Me, I didn't fucking know. Like your credit. I didn't know anything about credit at all. I mean, before changing anything with schools, we should pay more wages to teachers. You're right. You are definitely right about that one. Because some teachers just don't care. Some teachers really don't care. Either they're in there for the money just to do that, because I'm not saying it's an easy job, because it's not. Because you're literally the fucking people of the future. You're helping the people of the future to fucking help themselves in the real world. That's why I'm trying to explain right now. Same concept. Same fucking concept. Of fucking, like, we have, like, a bunch of kids. They do... That's what I'm saying. They get paid, but they get paid shit. And some people even came in to give an example of that. Like, I remember when I was in high school, and freaking, we had a secondary teacher in there to help us. So, like while the other teacher was teaching, like if we didn't understand it, the secondary teacher would come around and like help people that didn't understand. If we come up like, hey, how you doing? All right, like they would look at your paper to see like where you're at, and look on your paper to see like the problems you were trying to solve, or like the notes you're writing to see if you actually comprehended what was going on. The teacher's taught, and basically the teacher would teach. So if they didn't, then they wouldn't. So basically, one instance would be like, she came up and she's like, hey, miss this, like, how would you feel if you got paid this amount? And then basically she'd like look at her and be like, I'm out, peace, I gotta go pay bills. Like, I think she asked her, if you got paid like $13 an hour right now, how would you feel? Like this. And basically the teacher is like, and she started walking out the door. She's like, peace, I'm out. And she came back in and she's like, see, that's how people are, because you have to be treated right. You have to be like, you have to know what you're gonna pay bills and like what people are actually getting paid for and the reality of it. And she was just teaching people about like the experience and fucking like, obviously you have to pay bills and blah blah to do this, and like you get paid for a certain amount. I kind of lost my train of thought of what I was talking about. But no, you got the trades that are out there, because I feel like I want to say it's like 3 or 6 main trades that we have, which is fucking health, food, mechanics, and there's like 2 more. So like nursing, a doctor, going into health. You got mechanics because you got your fucking cars and all that stuff. You always have to be able to travel back and forth to work. Health, because obviously you want to make sure you're fucking alive. You have the fucking like heating and cooling, because everyone's gonna be like, during the summer you're always gonna want to make sure you have fucking like AC. During that winter you're always gonna make sure you have your fucking heat. So heating and cooling, and then there's 2 more. Remember, oh yeah, electricity. So electrician, you're always gonna, obviously we have, even if it's updating every single year, we still have electricity. We still have to make sure everything runs. Fucking power lines going out, and fucking like the lights for the street, for this, for like electricity that I'm working on right now, the laptop, like that's for. There's 2 more that I can't remember, but I know they're fucking important. Those are part of our trades, like a firefighter, a policeman. Like you always make sure like everything's under control. As a fucking like this, that no one's fighting each other and blah blah. Obviously that's the reason why we have policemen, to make sure everything's like no one's killing each other and shit. People still do it, but I'm saying they're getting consequences of it. We have jails because you're doing something bad. And then you got your firefighters and all that stuff to make sure that no one's house burns. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like those are the common ones. Those are just the common ones that I know. And also what? Teachers? Oh, teachers, yeah. But that's not really a trade. I wouldn't consider like teaching a trade. It's more like either right underneath it or right above it, because I would say it's more above it than anything else, because if you weren't a teacher in this and this. No, it. What the fuck are you talking about? It. The clown? I don't fucking know what you're talking about. It. I don't know what you mean by it. IT. IT college. I can't remember what IT is for. Computer graphics, computers. That goes along with electricity. I don't know what you mean. Computers, technology. That goes along with electricity. I guess you could consider it in the same category. That's what I would place it underneath. I would place it underneath the same category. IT. Or ITT, yeah, ITT Tech. I know, I've heard about that plenty of times. Is that what you're meaning? Yeah, coding, like electricity. It goes underneath the same category, bro. It goes underneath the same category. Because without coding, you wouldn't have electricity. You wouldn't have the codes for this fucking game. Gaming. It all goes in the same category as electricity. It may be like a widened category, but it's still that. Would I want to learn coding? Fuck yeah, I would want to learn coding. I tried learning coding myself, and it just didn't work. Didn't you say you tried coding? Didn't you say you tried coding and it didn't work? Could swear you said before you tried coding and it didn't work. I forgot that I'm fucking 91 wood cutting, Jesus Christ. Didn't you say you tried coding? And you didn't like it, or didn't like, you knew a little bit about it, and... No, noobs. Panther, I already know you said you're going into carpentry. I could have swore you said something about that. Could have swore. Unless I'm remembering something different. Maybe I'm remembering something different. No, what? Where am I getting lost at? You just said you just literally just mentioned not Cody. You literally just mentioned carpentry in the last like couple lines right there. It says it right here, carpentry. Where is it at? Right there. I choose carpentry because yeah, left mom. You literally said carpentry. I went in the wrong room. No. I'm saying someone else. None of us did coding. I got that. I'm saying in my thought process, that's what I thought you said. I know Panther was talking about fucking carpentry. Yes, I know. I think it's because I brought it up before and I said I tried it and I could have, and I thought Noob said something about like I tried it and it didn't work. So that's where we're getting confused. Ugh, or engineering and all that crap. Kendall's parents apparently, or I guess her stepdad knows somebody that works in mechanics. He's a mechanic, a different person, but like I guess one of them already went to school for it, and it's like a couple, like 3 months, something like that. You go into there and they do a paid training, so they pay you for training fucking mechanics, and then they set once you're done with that and work for them a little bit, they send you an actual job. So I asked her to ask her stepdad if he could talk to them to see like what programs they went into to do it, because I want to go into mechanics. We're talking about all of us. I'm saying from the past. Yes, I was asking Noobs if he tried coding, because I could have swore from the past that he did, but he didn't. We're getting like off track and we're getting like different things over here. That was a different like one from the past stream, way back over there, that I thought, but apparently it didn't happen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I mixed it up with you saying you were gonna try it. Because me personally, I feel like you'd be good at coding. I think I would be good at coding if I had someone to teach me. I feel like you'd be good at coding too. Or my grandma fucking said that I should have been a lawyer or an accountant. I'm like, I'm not going to school for that shit. My grandma told me a long time ago, she's like, you're ready, you'd want to be a fucking lawyer or an accountant because you're good with math and you love to argue. And I'm like, okay, sure. People always take arguing out of context. They think it's arguing, it's really not. I mean it like anything in that, probably not coding though too hard. It is. It is fucking hard. Like I said, I tried it myself and it was fucking hard, man. It was really fucking hard. It's one of those things where fucking like if you do something on it, if you get one thing wrong, it fucks up your whole entire cycle. It fucks up your entire fucking cycle. But you don't know it. No, I know. None of us do, bro. I know literally like a teeny tiny bit, like a 1% of coding. I don't know much about code. I just tried doing it and it just didn't work. I tried making a fucking like a what's it called? I tried doing like a little like what's it called? Angry Birds. I tried doing a little thing with fucking this guy was like teaching coding, blah blah. I looked up a couple of videos on it. It was like 2 or 3 different videos, and they were all going on with the same thing of like making a character move to the left, or making a plane object move from left to right and then jump. I was able to get the jumping up, but I couldn't get the person to move left and right. And it's like once you get that certain concept down, you're fine. But I couldn't. I got the first concept, but I couldn't get the second one. So I'm saying I'd have to have a person like look at my screen and see what the fuck I did wrong, because I kept on saying like, "Oh, line 16 has a semicolon or needs a semicolon," and it would tell you like 16/4 semicolon. I'm like, all right, so I went to 16, went to count over 4, put in fucking semicolon. Then it's about and it says error, no need semicolon. I'm like, you just told me to put it there. So I just got confused. I was sitting there going like, what the fuck am I doing? Ugh. Alright, let's get this going. And I gotta do my bird's nest, and then I think I'm gonna start. I'm debating if I want a woodcutter next. I think I'm just gonna power woodcut, to be honest. I just want the 99. If I want money, I'll just go out there and fish. Fishing seems to be getting to be the best money. Besides doing the seeds. I got P2. Or Slayer. What, 69 Slayer? 69 Slayer. I know they said around 80s when you get some Slayer. Get some good Slayer monsters. Get yourself some good Slayer drops. So I might do that. Oh, that's what I knew I was missing something. I'm missing the, So let's teleport back. Can't do miscellanea. I can do miscellanea, but let's go, since I'm already here, let's go do that first. Got one last thing. I swear, farming takes a little bit of time. I just want a simple IT job, maybe just server manager, right? Do it, man. Do it, man. I wouldn't want necessarily a coding job. I mean, sure, it'd be cool if it was like, I saw this one guy, I guess he did it for like 3 months and tried doing a game. He tried doing a game where fucking like he made it to where he sat there and coded and fucking did like, he knew the codes, he knew this, but he knew it was more complicated. He didn't have the money to hire anybody, so he did it straight himself, and he made a computer game. He made a game. And the game looked really fucking cool. But then like he had like 6 different friends play it, and then he was like, alright, well, you guys play it, I'll update it like this, and then when we do it, like, if you have any problems or something like this, or like anything comes up, then give me the glitches. Tell me the glitches, tell me all about them. And he did, and he fixed them. But he said he just wasn't having fun doing it, so he didn't do it. If I knew how to do that, I would. And I think that would be fun. I would love to play a game in that sense, and then learn to code it, and then fix it, and then send it out, and then you can always do new games. He said he would try to do new games, but I can't remember what games he wanted to actually try. So I probably did the mistake of fucking jumping into fucking like trying doing 3D games like this, and they said it's just like a fucking person learning certain things. You have to learn a 2D game before you learn a 3D game, because there's so many aspects to it. Server management isn't coding, so that's why I chose it. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by server, man. I'm thinking server is in fucking like a waiter. I don't know what you mean by a server management. Bird's nest, and then go over there. I gotta get my fucking percentage up, but I really don't feel like working on that right now. So let's go put these all away. So let's just go sell them. Nothing. Oh, servers that run, yeah, that kind of. What do you mean that it's not coding? For servers that run Google, no, yeah, you're basically making sure your fucking shit runs. I don't understand how that's not coding. Let's do 26K. Inch my leg. Alright, let's start selling this shit. 73K. Logs. I don't think he's gonna sell. I think they're already maxed out. I tried doing Sony's. I'll try doing fucking like 27K, but I don't think they're gonna sell. Because I'm gonna have to sell them for more than I bought, and I think I already like maxed it out. I think it's like I can make a little extra, but it's not gonna be. Yeah, I think it does, but like probably not as big as the other. Oh yeah. That's what I'm meaning. It's not gonna be a full-on coding thing. It's gonna be like the game I was telling you about. Like if you're playing your game and doing all that stuff, and if you're doing Amazon or Google, if like someone comes up and says like, I have a problem with something, blah, blah, you'll probably be the person that fucking manages that and fucking helps them get whatever they need. Or if they have like a glitch in the system or something like that, if they call about it, then boom, you'll be able to solve it. That's what I'm meaning. Knife and a hammer. How am I always losing this shit? You turned it off and turned it on. I can see you saying that. Sir, have you tried turning it off and on? Yeah, that's the problem. Alright. We're good then. Have a good day. Oh, it's funny shit. The birdhouses themselves, or the birdhouses, right there. Ah, I need a chisel. There we go. Well, most server management is done on site, so I'd probably not work out saying that someone faced. Well, no shit. I'm saying as a joke, bro. Come on. There's been plenty of things going on there, and it's like, did you turn it off and on? Alright, then there's your problem. Or like, they'll sit there and fucking like screen share with you to make sure the problem's solved. I really don't want to do that. I feel like I gotta do fucking it makes me money. I was joking also, just was saying that, and yeah, definitely I'm bad. Oh yeah. Making me some money right now, and then I gotta do that and do the fucking UC heats and all that crap. I swear, man, I'm getting like hot, then I'm getting cold, then I'm getting hot, then I'm getting cold. Apparently, I'm getting sick. Kidding. The fuck is a calquet seed? Yeah, I don't need that. I'm good. Jesus. Concord videos? What the fuck is that? I didn't get anything from that. Alright, miscellanea, here we come. But not right now. I'm gonna go to G and get rid of all this stuff first. How the fuck do you... I forgot how to do that. How do you fucking, like... do that? The game that released and isn't doing that well at a peak of 700. How the fuck if I know, dude? Do I know that? Nope. And apparently it had a 200 mil budget. People said, Jesus. So in other words, they lost some money. I know Mussolini will make us some money, but I know I have to fucking sit there and do all that shit. I don't need that banana tree seed. I already know my fucking thing is gonna be so high. I already know it, but I want to go there and get it done. I'll do my seeds first. Yeah, the reason it's failing is because they want $40 when it's just a we have a... They want $40 when it just... Overwatch at home. I don't know what you mean by that. I have those other seeds too that I fucking just have sitting there, and I kind of forgot that the willows make money too. That's honestly how I got a couple mil throughout those days. I fucking went from like 10 to 14 in a couple days. I was pretty happy about that. Just definitely pretty happy about that. It's a meme. It's like saying, "Mom, I want cake." I don't even remember what I fucking bought those seeds for, man. It's gonna mess up my own entire thing. I don't remember what the fucking I sold it for. Oh my god. What the fuck? I didn't mean to do that. Son of a bitch. Where did all my shit go? Got that, but where'd my... Oh, it's right there. My fucking feet are cold, dude, bro. What the fuck? Q, you need to leave. God, I gotta pee. 1 second. Bro, I clicked the fucking bank. Stop. Alright, those ones are all done. I gotta do the willows, and then I'll... Yeah. God damn, I didn't mean to put that away. Where'd it go? I'll do the willows while I'm at it, too. lot of fucking clicking, dude. Give me 1 second. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh my god, I gotta go to the bathroom. First time in a while, I'll say be right back. Alright. Noobs, where you? Or not noobs. Panther, where you at, bro? Get myself all comfortable. Actually, I think I'm gonna water the seeds first before I do that, so I can sell those while I'm selling these. So let's do that first. How many different? Oh, I got 26. What category is that in? It's in my money. I still gotta clear out my fucking bank, dude. I got so much fucking shit in here. Just for you guys, I'm thinking about doing some Red Dead. Just for you guys. Because am I like, I think that's where I'm like halfway through the game right now. I have to check. Then we'll figure out what other game I'm gonna start playing. Thinking about doing some Red Dead, to be honest. Not Red Dead. I'm thinking about doing some Resident Evil, to be honest. Resident Evil. All I said is I think I'll do some Red Dead for you. I'm already halfway through the game, maybe like 60% now, so I think I'm gonna start playing it. But wait, let me get these seeds out of the way and I'll do it. Gotta figure out what game I'm gonna do next after I beat that one. Thinking about doing some Resident Evil. I would do some GTA, but I don't think GTA would do well. Or Dying Light. It's gotta be something where it's not like an open world, because I feel like I'd get something confused. It's gotta be a straight storyline. If Dying Light has that, then sure, we already know I have the Dying Light, so I can do that. Gotta be a storyline, that's all. It's open world, but has the container and side quest points of view where to go. Okay. Just let me end the stream right after I fucking get some get this last one out of the way so I can make some money, and then I'll get some Red Dead out of the way. Oh, and the good news, I forgot to say, like I was talking about some good news. The good news is I'm actually moving. Not moving far, moving in the same apartment complex, but she's moving in with me. About 2 months. Gotta wait till we actually get the apartment. So I got the pay stubs and all that stuff in. Now I just gotta get the sign my signature and all that stuff in there, and then basically by, because right now is September? Yeah, September. If anybody doesn't know what I'm doing, if anybody's new in here for this, what I'm doing is you can actually probably do this in your thing, but like if you're higher enough level to make seeds, actually I don't even think you have to have a certain level to do seeds, but what I'm doing is I'm flipping seeds. So I'm doing some U seeds, but it makes me the money. You take them, you put them in you take a plant pot, take your seeds, put them inside there, you water them, and you make seed samplings. And then you sell them for a little more. I've been usually making about, if you're looking at some money making ways, I probably made about maybe a couple mil in a couple days. So probably about $1 mil a day. Not probably more than that, probably about $2 mil. No. Yeah, about $1 mil a day. Plus your farming. I mean, you're not really getting any farming XP off this, but still making money off this. I just now you gotta watch what you say during live. Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't want to make it seem like I'm gonna have to wait like that. I don't think we're gonna have any bad times. The only time it winds up happening is I'm already starting to adjust of like what I shouldn't say. I'm starting to adjust on what she likes and what she doesn't like. So I'm making her happier than what she used to be. I've already started adjusting to fucking like some of the things that she likes. So it's not that bad. Like keeping the place clean. My clean and her clean are completely different cleans. Some things I don't understand why she does it, but gotta make sure it's done. Then it is clean, so I just gotta tell my mom looking like that she's gotta move some of her stuff because she's got I got literally 2 closets full of her stuff. Don't say that because you're right, it could happen. You're right. I shouldn't say that. You're right. But I'll be in a separate room. I'm probably gonna have the room, and then she's gonna have the other room, and then I'll just have a gaming room for myself, and then I'll stream on that. There you go. Not gonna. In fact, I guess consider this wood. Maybe not wood. Still. But I get what you're saying. 5. Oh, I'm out. That's why. Oh, I got 3 more. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish that though. Yeah, it is fake wood. It was only a $40 table, man. It's not like a fucking full-on wood. It's more fucking it's like fake wood / not plastic. Maybe it's like about a I don't know. Consider it plastic. I don't think it's plastic. I mean, it moves really easy. Compared to a desk or anything like that, it's pretty cheap. So, I mean, like, that's what I wanted to get. I just want to make sure I had a desk compared to fucking when I was playing on my... You already know, you guys were here, and I was playing on my desk. I had a desk, my dresser. You guys remember that when I was playing on my dresser? Shit, I couldn't even fucking, like, hook up a bigger TV. I wouldn't even be able to play on this monitor if that was the case, because it's too big. I want to get one of those bigger monitors. I was fucking, like you were mentioning... Sorry, like, you were mentioning the fucking, like, wider one, the curved. I want to get that. They have one on sale for $100. I can't get it right now, but I do want to get that. I think I... No, I'm not. Am I gonna have enough? Nah, I'm gonna be off by a little bit. You're right, you're right. Oh, it definitely ain't cheap. Definitely ain't cheap, bro. It's taking me all this time to fucking do this shit. I don't know what kind it was. I just saw it on my Facebook when I was scrolling Facebook at work. I was bored as fuck, and I was like, usually if I'm bored as fuck and I have nothing else to do, if I'm waiting like a certain time for people to start coming in or start building something, or if I have to wait for the dough to like expand so I can press it out, I sit there and just like scroll on Facebook and fucking like that was one of them that I saw. I have a wooden shelf thing, whatever you call it. It's big and real wood, and I don't even remember how much it was. So I gotcha. Then let me go fill these up real quick. 37. I'm fine with what I got right now, bro. I mean, she already has like an extra in her the garage slash basement. She already has a fucking a dresser in there, so she's letting me have that dresser. We just gotta move her bed frame, and then she's got a new TV. Because I mean, the TV that I have right now, I broke my TV by fucking accident. I was so fucking pissed about that. But I'm using my mom's. And my mom's, the only thing that sucks about my mom's, it works fine. The only thing that sucks about that TV right now is the fact that fucking, like, I don't have a controller for it. So I can't turn the volume down on it. There's a one button on it, and it's maneuverable around, but you can't really maneuver it around because it's an older TV, so, like, you used to be able to click left and click right to click your options, and now you can't do that. So it's like a one volume thing. And that's it. How did you break your TV? So I was dumb. I was completely dumb. And I was going to clean everything. So me and her had a cleaning day. So I went to go clean everything, and I went to go spray the TV with fucking like, it's not the spray that killed it. I went to go spray the TV to get all the fucking like the dust and all that stuff off the TV because that's what someone usually was using Windex, blah blah. So I did that. Well, what broke it was the fact that when I went to go use this and press on it, I pressed too hard. So you know how when you press the TV too hard and there's a crack, it kind of makes cracks in it? Yeah, I know, bro. I swear, if I had controllers, I would. I still have the PS4. I still have the Xbox. I just don't have the control. I can play my Xbox. Obviously, I can play my Xbox. My Xbox right there. I use Netflix on it. But the PS4, the only reason why I haven't done it is because I don't have the controller. I lost the fucking controllers in the move. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to go do that, and fucking I want to go press too hard, and it made 2 cracks on my TV. Turn it on, and it goes, psh. And I'm like, tried to move in, do this. Nope, it don't fucking help. I fucked that shit up. God, you know how mad I was, bro? I was so fucking mad when I did that. I turned it on, and I was like looking at it, and then Kendall was behind me. She's like, what'd you do? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, what do you mean you don't know? I'm like, I went to go clean it, and then I think I pressed too hard. So now I know that I can barely, if I use the thing on the TV, I barely can press. So again, I learned my lesson. No one else to blame. So right now I'm using my mom's TV, and like when my mom finds out, because she's been storing her stuff in my shit for about maybe a year. So I gotta tell her, like, hey, we gotta start moving some stuff on. Man, you must have pressed hard. I did. It's because some of that stuff that was on the TV was engraved, man, because I haven't cleaned that TV in so long. So when I did it, I had to press and like use my thumbnail to fucking get it all off. So now I just know I can't get it off unless I have something else to like let it soak for a minute so I can just go whoosh and get it off. Basically the same thing happened to my dad cleaning monitor. My PC pressed too hard, pixels gone on the bottom, right there. Yeah, I haven't done it to where it was on the bottom. It was more on the. I did one where it's on the right side. Where also I have like right now in my old TV. I don't know what it is, but like when it comes up and there's a line on the right side of your TV, like a red line, and you can't get it off. I did that on my second to last TV. TVs are fragile pieces. Yes, fuck yeah, they are, man. They're definitely fragile pieces of equipment. Definitely fragile piece of equipment, bro. Definitely. It's crazy, man. You wouldn't think they're that fragile, but they are. If I had something that's stuck, I slide my nail over it, but I don't press down on it, like... Right. I didn't purposely do it. It just kind of just happened. Because I did the same thing with my monitor. My monitor was fine. I tried getting that. I got that split HDMI that I went out there and got. Yeah. I went out there and got the monitor. And I tried doing it. I got a split HDMI. And just like I was trying to get a hold of Noobs, I was trying to get a hold of him in the very first place because I was trying to fucking figure out what happened to my TV or why it wouldn't work. And apparently I looked it up and it said that like if you get a certain HDMI or a split HDMI, it keeps them all the same thing. It's more for fucking like presentations to do this, to like you see each screen to do it, and it keeps them the same thing. And I'm wondering why the fuck is it not like shipping? Apparently I got the wrong HDMI, so I had to go back up to Best Buy to come back to do that. Finally got the right one, got the 32 inch, put it right here, went to go, and it just didn't look the same. The pixels didn't look the same. Tried Minecraft, and I was sitting there going like, I'm just cringing at it going like, ugh, that looks disgusting. That looks disgusting. That's funny. Oh, one more. You're right there. I thought you already finished it up. You're right there. There we go. I'm not even sure I got 230 seeds I gotta fill. I can sell the other ones, but I don't think... I gotta figure out what price I'm gonna sell them at, too. $198. Don't I? Did I not move my seats? Where are my seats? Did I do them already? Okay. Where are my seats? Wow, I'm fucking retarded. Wow, I'm retarded. I'm looking for... I'm looking for my seeds and they're in my inventory. Man, you insult my PC game quality. How am I insulting yours? Talking about mine, my TV, my fucking 32 inch, like the Minecraft, and it looked weird. I run my PC games and kind of potato. Bruh. You would have to see you would have to see the difference between like the HD quality compared to like that. And it wasn't even the quality that got me. It was more like the TV connected right there. It just didn't look right there. I mean, how can we insult your game's quality when we can't even tell what it... That's true. That's true. You got a point. Do I have... Do I have 10 more? Oh, I do. I didn't even recognize I had 10 more. I gotta water those seeds real quick. Give me 1 second. After I do these, I'm almost done. And I'll start jumping on Red Dead after. Like, I know I make money off these, I just know I'm not getting any XP. It's literally just straight money. These seeds are fucking worth maybe like 20 GP, maybe like 5 GP, and you're selling for like 800, so you're getting about 600 to 800 off each one. So it's pretty good money. My P is acoustic, artistic, left mouse. Some games that should run better than games that look bad that can't run well. Yeah, I get that. Well, already done. Yeah, it just didn't look right. I wanted to go do Minecraft off it, and like the two endings like this, trying to connect it, just didn't look right. It was the mixture from fucking like the one screen to the other screen, and like in the middle, like it just didn't look like it connected. If I had like two screens like this to where like it looked, it probably would look a hell of a lot better. I think I'm gonna go out there and like not probably like it's gonna be a while before I get it, but I think I'm gonna go out there and get another one of these monitors because it was like 100 news, wasn't it like 150? I think I said like 150 for this monitor. It's because the end of the screen is fucking like the other one had about like maybe about this much on the screen to where you have to fucking like go into the screen itself. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, I think it was like 150. But this screen right here is not this big. It's like this big. It's like this. So like you can, it's big. It's not like one of those screens where fucking like you don't have like an edge. You still have a teeny tiny edge, but not that big. Wait till Black Friday, maybe you can. How long is that? What's kind of cool about the whole entire thing is that when she moves and does all this stuff, it's right around her birthday. Right around her fucking birthday. 2 months. Yeah, I'll be moved by then. Ought to be moved. You sent that photo? I fucked your pants. That's funny. God, these seeds take a long time. Like our store. Wait a minute, wait. What? That's Roblox. No, it's not Roblox because people look different. What store do you mean? I'm confused with Panther holding a broom. I was gonna say that's Roblox, but I don't think that's Roblox, is it? Supermarket Simulator? I've heard of that. What game is it? I know it's supermarkets. It's literally it's just called super. Is it part of Roblox or is it something different? Sometimes it's free. Is it Roblox? It's a game on Steam, gotcha. I'm down to try it. Just gotta give me a second. Like I said, I want to do the Red Dead. I don't want to keep on jumping games, guys. I don't want to keep on jumping games. I know I keep on saying that I do it and do it and do it, but like RuneScape's always been my go-to, and then I can do a game here and there, but I want to beat Red Dead and then go for like probably Dying like what we were talking about, and then because if I do end up getting new viewers, I want to be able to fucking have them playing this. I don't want just like one guy when he came on here and fucking said, "Oh, I thought this was Minecraft." Like that's what he came for. Right, right, right. Well, a lot of games are better with friends. Depends on what game you play. Because you had a Minecraft thumbnail. Yeah, I know. I didn't mean to have that. I was trying to fix it to where fucking like I didn't have to worry about that, but I don't know how to fix that because even when I went to go click it, it didn't show a Minecraft. Like it did, but I don't know how to solve that problem. Yep, I got stacking syndrome in that game. Jesus Christ. Stacking syndrome. But me and noobs suck at that always. My God. I feel like that would be a game I'd be good at because I love the inventory and I love stock. Do the same thing at work. I love seeing the progression. If it sells and they put it back up and this and this. I think that's the reason why I manage so well. Like that one store that I manage, I fucking rocked that shit, man. I loved it. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Honestly, if I can go back and manage that place, I would in a heartbeat. But I don't think he's paying the same that I don't think he'd pay more because it's only making a certain amount. One second. We get 1K, spend it on stocking, we get 1K back and spend it again, left myself. Then I get that's perfect for you. Yeah, at one point we were selling. You were selling what? Water for $2? That's how much it is now. Even outside of fucking like that game, it's fucking $2, bro. I think I'd have to watch it. I gotta watch the game. You start small and you grow bigger. It's like a tycoon, but more advanced. Hell yeah. Alright, you know what? You talked me into it. You talked me into it. I kind of want to try it. You talked me into it. I'll try it. Because it does sound like fun if you grow and grow and grow. Is it free on Steam right now? Well, it was 90 cents in the game, but we upcharged. Check it out. It's great for a free game. Well, is it free right now? Here, let me open up Steam. I think I've heard of that. I have heard of it. The one girl that I watched, like I was watching, she does that. I thought you just said sometimes it's free. Man, I liked playing fucking the Lumberyard one, but no one watched that. No, Panther said you should try it some. I know the willow trees aren't gonna sell. Oh, okay, I read it wrong. Okay, I thought you said sometime it's free. I didn't know you said try it sometimes. It's free. I read that wrong. Now, how much did I, 1 second before I get into this, how much did I sell those for? Or buy them for? I bought the U seeds for 24k, and then I bought the other U seeds for 25k. So as long as I sell them for more than 25k, I'll make money. See, they're not gonna sell for 35k. I'm gonna sell them for more than that. Let's try 28k. I'll just leave them in there for that and go off that. Pretty sure I'll. Actually, I'm gonna leave it at that. $5.5 mil. Yep, so I'll make about. I just made about $1.5 million. I started out. Sorry, my bad, because I was already almost at 15. So basically, I'll make about 4 mil. I'll make about 4 mil. 4 mil. We got 2 cash registers and a couple shelves. Soon we will have to sell our shelves, dude. Actually, you know what? Because I'm not gonna be. I am gonna be on it, but I'm saying I'm looking at myself at 30k. Cause I'm gonna see. It'll take a little bit of time, but I'm pretty sure I could sell them 30k. That would be a definitely like big thing for me. So let's go ahead and get off this, and I'll bring Steam over here. Code Keeper? What the fuck is that? What's it called? You said it was called Supermarket Simulator, right? Nah, guys, it costs money. For me, it's $10. If it's the right one, it's costing $10. Alright, is Supermarket? Oh, okay, okay. Found it. Yep, I see it. I got it. It's downloading right now. So just give me a little bit of time and I got it. Yeah, you definitely are, bro. You definitely are. I'm not even kidding. I love that shit. Ugh. I think it said it's downloaded already. Did it come up already? Oh, it did. Yep, it's already done. Alright, so let me go cancel this out. Keep on the Discord. Let's, hey, can you guys jump in the chat for Discord? Jump in the chat for Discord. Thank you guys all for watching, who is watching, but I'm going to start jumping on this game. If you guys are interested in watching, whoever is, then they can jump on that. But there's different games I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be doing some RuneScape, and then I guess I'm going to be trying some Supermarket Simulator. So if you're interested, it's down over there. I shouldn't say down over there. It's over there.